Round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Jenny, don't tell me you pressed ready.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
That was beautiful.
Fuck's sake. I've done it so many times now, you'd think I'd be used to it. Like, halfway through, I was like,
It's too late.
As we all sit here like,
she's done it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to tweet it. D and D time. Let's go.
Ooh.
Twitch.tv. This is a very professional entry. Intro to our otherwise very professional. I didn't put the underscore on Sleepiest when I was typing it in. And before I had a chance to add the underscore, it had already put in the little link for the other person who has the original Sleepiest thing and their cat photo. And
That pisses me off every time.
right, let me just do that. Hello, everybody. Oh, I should have just retweeted yours. Damn it. This is way better. Yours has got the cute little drawing. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Katie. 22 months. Holy balls.
I
Jesus.
know.
God damn.
Holy balls. Is welcome. No, fucking what is happening?
Is welcome.
Already.
Is
Already.
welcome.
Oh my god. It's episode
17, 18?
17.
Says on the 18.
18.
18
Last time was
episode.
17, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's 18.
And if you're a future person who is watching these videos in sequence, you'll probably have noticed how I deteriorate over time and can no longer speak English fluently. But here we are. We're here to play some Dungeons and Dragons. And let's have a very brief recap of what happened last time. Last time, we started with you guys wakey in one of Caspian's caches. Surrounded by gobos who were all very happy and, just doing gobbo things at all times of the day and night. And they tried to lead Oro off and be like, hey, Oro, you go over here and kill the bad guy and completely ignore you lot. But you did. Oro was like, no, you guys, come on, we're going. And you were introduced to the enemy for the day. This wonderful little grotto or ghetto of goblins, Gobbo ghetto is what we ended up calling, I think, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Had been under siege. Part of their home had been taken over by a spoopy orc boy, spoopy, inky, spectral, shadowy orc boy, who was murdering spoopy, shadowy gobbo boys as if stuck in some kind of ancient time loop. You introduced yourself, said hello, and then promptly murdered everybody.
Hello.
We have the highlights of that battle were basically Randall just waltzing in and just knocking out the orc on the first attack, knocking him prone and stunning him, like, boonk, straight down immediately.
You're good.
And then he got revenge by critting you for like a shit ton of health, and downing you twice. And we also had, there was some other cool exchanges that we had going on. But one thing that we'd like to now discuss is a somewhat of a homebrew rule change, because we want to try and make the ranger class a little bit more balanced, because some things about it are a bit shit.
Yeah.
So we're making some small adjustments to try and make it feel a little bit more balanced. So
less roboty.
Less, yeah. We're going to try and scroll a little bit further back in my
Thank
channel.
you for the murder bits, Fuel. And Jack is now 6 gobbos on each other's shoulders.
Oh my god, holy shit.
A beautiful image.
That
with a
is so
giant
many
spoon.
gobbos.
Are you
Just
going
one
to
giant
try and
spoon.
get to giant spoon level? So you're the height of a giant spoon?
Jack,
have
did
his
you
spoon.
did you know that your gobbo is featured in this game with a
Very
giant
prevalent
spoon?
part. Oh, Joe, thank you for the 50 biddies. Appreciate it.
So many single biddies.
So many little biddies. Look at that cup. Oh, the alien's
So-
not in there, but he's going to college. Sorry.
So it's going to college.
Yeah. He dances in the cup all day. He needs to go to college.
So what I've got here is for balancing Oro, since you have the 2-weapon fighting style.
Yeah.
We can homebrew it so that because there's a dual wielder feat, which seems to me to be a little bit pointless. Really, I feel like you shouldn't have to specify that you're a 2-weapon fight, but also you're a dual wielder. That seems like a tautology to me. It seems like you're kind of adding to the same thing. So what we've done is we've said that you can use a bonus action to stow your bow and retrieve your daggers. So whereas previously in the rules as written, you can bring out 1 dagger a turn as a free action, and you can drop your bow as a free action. So you're going to have a bonus action where you can stow it and retrieve your daggers, but it's going to cost you an action rather than tiny free actions here and there, because you have the 2-weapon fighting perk or style. And in addition, we also had the problem where Nugget, it's a bit difficult to be like, okay, well, Nugget's going to move, but it's not Nugget's turn, it's your turn, and you're on top of Nugget, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to have it so that you can choose to have Nugget start on your initiative, because rules as written at the moment allow Nugget to roll Nugget's own initiative, but it's easier for you to have the choice to have Nugget on your initiative rather than having their own initiative the whole time.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to think those. Everyone think those are quite balanced. Any problems with any of those?
Yep.
Okay.
I always think the ranger could use a little bit of help because they're just not very nice to the rangers, man. I thought rangers was a super cool class, and I've never played it because it just didn't seem like it was like as cool. Like it didn't have as many options as the others, so I'm way down with that. It just makes sense, yeah. Like why would you have the option to choose 2-weapon fighting and then like have to take 2 rounds to be able to 2-weapon fight? Like it's just silly.
But it's also like, why would you have a subset specific to 2-weapon fighting and then have to also pick a perk and dedicate a whole feat just to do it properly?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem balanced. And whilst we're not giving her all of the benefits of the 2-weapon fighting perk, because you get +1 to AC or something, I think, we are kind of changing it a little bit so that it's something that she doesn't have to level into, but she gets the benefits of being someone who's skilled with 2-weapon fighting.
Makes sense to me.
It just seems a bit silly. Rangers as written were shouted. Hi, Adam. Yes, no, I agree. Hey, Shadow, how's it going? So that's the rule keeping for that part. Anyway, back to the recap. Combat happened. You murdered the guy after taking quite a lot of damage in Randall's case. And then Thistle turns up in a shimmery portal and goes and grabs the heart out of this dude, who disintegrates into spectral dust. And we realize that she has this dark crystal, purple crystal in her hand, that seems to resonate somewhat with Randall, specifically Randall. And she says something along the lines of, this doesn't seem good. I'm going to have to look into this. And then says, bye, and leaves as she gives one final parting gift, your reward for definitely not doing a quest, but actually helping her with a favor, because quests are something different. And that is a magical flower, which, if we recall correctly, gives spellcasters bonuses to their cantrips, but could also be used as a consumable one-use legendary resistance.
Which is so cool.
It's quite cool. It's quite cool. If Oro takes the 2-weapon fighting feat, I'd suggest adding that Oro can make 2 attacks with a bonus action instead of the normal one. Meaning the ranger can have up to 4 attacks, which is honestly good.
I think Oro should just get automatic crits.
Me too.
Every 8th attack.
Okay, we can talk about that, Adam, and maybe you and I can come up with something that Might make more sense. But remember that she's playing the UA ranger, so you don't get an additional attack, do you? You get to Nugget can make an attack when you attack.
Yeah, they made
Yeah.
the Beastmaster actually functional is what they did with the UA.
Okay. Right, yes, so that happened. You guys had a huge celebration where everyone was like, Oro's the best, oh my god, Oro's amazing. You guys
And Oro did nothing that fight.
And then you returned back to Nesmith after an uneventful journey back to town. On arrival, you saw some shit was going on. Some crazy shit was happening in the middle of town. You could see a huge silhouette of someone about 16 feet tall, and fireworks going off. Loads of flashing lights in the center square. Upon inspection, you found that there was a wizard who's entertaining the local folk with wizardly stuff. Doing wizard stuff. Performance wizard stuff. And I'm taking that now. That's going to happen.
Collaborative story. So
exactly, yeah. And as Oro makes her appearance, and she realizes that the huge silhouette is her good friend, a huge hill giant who stomps across the yard, picks her up, squeezes her tie, and says, "Oh no!" And that's where we ended last session. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything?
Don't think so.
The part where Nerly had a really cool, like, "You're gonna die now" catchchphrase before killing the
Oh
guy.
yeah, she was being all like, "Come to the light," and casting a few spells that, could you miss this couple spells or something? No, you were healing. You were healing.
Just healing. Yeah.
You were healing, and then the last magic missile. Well, I tried.
I told you only had one more chance or something like that. But that was just self-serving. You can go on now.
Self-serving's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So we return to our game of Dungeons and Dragons with Oro currently being squeezed half to death by a giant. And the two of you have never seen these individuals, obviously, and you've just seen Oro get scooped up, although it seems to be a friendly embrace, not like she's being murdered.
Oro!
How's Oro feeling right now? What's going on with Oro?
Excited.
Excited.
She's
Why is
pumped.
that?
They're like BFFs.
They
See your
like
BFF? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oro's
Very
crit
excited.
attack for being
BFF showed up.
swooshed.
And she's being squeezed in a big old cuddle. How about Nerily and Randall?
I think Randall's just mostly confused. Like, this doesn't seem like danger, but it also is like, whoa, okay.
What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Well, how
Tess.
about Nerily? Oh, hey, Tess.
Thank you for the raid.
Casually waltzing in with a party of 40.
Hope you didn't get too spooked.
Nerly's
You,
like, oh, go ahead.
if you hadn't noticed, Tess was streaming Resident Evil. And
Ooh.
Tess she's the perfect person to stream that kind of stuff because she's a massive wimp. And she's very reactive when she's spooked. Excuse. So next time she's streaming it, go in there and donate 1 bit. And the notification will come up and she'll cack her pants. Yes, love you.
I was sad because of a tiny game crash. Oh, that was Speepy's bit.
Apologies, Katie, I interrupted you. So how's Nerily feeling in response to this scene?
At first it was a little bit confused, and then when the like Oro thing happened, it was a bit like, is this the circus? So she's kind of standing back, like waiting to see what happens.
Okay, well the fireworks and the spells that are casting lights across the sky die down as the wizard steps before you, and he waits patiently at the foot of Vince, the hill giant, the huge hill giant, whose image you can see on Jenny's Twitter, unless you want to throw the image in chat so
Ooh.
everybody can see it, or put it up on screen.
Ooh,
Who
Really?
is
Why not everywhere?
Everywhere.
So everyone
all
can
the
see it.
place. Those games are put out by the adult diaper industry.
That's all anyone can see right now is the hill giant. Wait a second. Should
I
have
feel like
really.
I'm on Omegle.
Oh, good old Omegle. Omegle?
Oh my god, Omegle.
Dude.
I loved Omegle.
I've had loads of like recommended videos recently of a guy who goes on Omegle, but he's like incredibly good at guitar. So he'll go on there and he'll be like, "Oh, I don't know how to play any songs." Boop, 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 boop. And then they'll ask him to do a song, and he'll be like, that's the entirety of my experience with Omegle is that specific guy in the last week. That's all it is. Right. Have you all had a chance to see Vince and Oro in that little embrace? It's very cute. It's very cute. That art is done by Jenny, if that wasn't clear already. So the wizard waltzes up and waits very patiently. And Oro is gently placed on the ground by Vince. And you recognize him to be Francois.
Francois.
I don't like
And before this begins, I'd just like to point out that as this is a fantasy world, this is not a French accent. This is an accent. This is a Francois accent, specifically just him. And because of that, it's not bad. It's exactly what it's supposed to sound like.
Even when it changes slightly, that's actually how the accent works.
Even when I forget that I'm supposed to be doing a voice,
Yes.
and I just revert to a normal default voice, it's supposed to be like that way. Okay. Francois, the man who cannot do French accents. And he waits for you to be put down and says, "Oh, it is good to see you. You look dirty."
Oh, well, yeah. What else is new? Am I right?
So Francois is the resident magician, performance wizard at your circus. What is your relationship?
Got your budget
with him?
wizard.
Is it?
and then your performance wizard.
What is your relationship? Are you chums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bros.
Okay, excellent. All right. In which case, he says, "It is good to see you," and he kind of goes out for an awkward hug. He's clearly not very, it's just. Yes, you still have all your daggers, I see.
No, I've got some more.
Oh, you got more daggers!
I
Oh, what is are they helping you in your adventures?
Yeah, they're my bros now. This isn't early.
These are people as well.
This
yes.
is Randall.
Randall and Nerly, it is a what in the name of fuck is that? As Nugget walks in. This huge giant bat just holy shit! He has a wand out. Oh my god!
No. It's just Nugget. It's my new bat. Well, not new. I never had a bat before. It's a bat that I have now.
As you turn around, you see that Vince, the hill giant, is now kind of stroking the head of Nugget.
Pat's hand down on Nugget. This baby could fit at least 400 wizards inside of it.
Well, it is good to see you, and it's nice to meet each of you, Randall and Noeli. We must talk.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Are you staying somewhere? Perhaps we should go to this inn here. It may be difficult, though. I imagine many people here want my autograph after that display.
True. As always. As always.
Perhaps we should find somewhere slightly more secretive. Private.
We could go to your place, Randall. Maybe.
Yes, I'm sure Atticus will accept more guests.
Is this place hill giant friendly?
Well.
Vince is now sat on the floor, tickling Nugget's stomach.
Actually, he could probably be quite useful. There are some things that are heavy that are in our way that maybe he could help us with, and that would maybe also make it easier for him to get inside.
Ah, well, that would be very convenient. Onwards then, as we should get away from this scene I have caused. And assuming that you have no other plans in the center of town near midnight, onward you go, back up to the house. You it has a feck load of stones, way too many stones. DM doing a heckin' accent cheese. Listen, you try. All right.
A question about my flower: is it +2 to all spell attacks, and then everything else is cantrips, or is the +2 specific to cantrips as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take
It's
off the
all
way that I
cantrip
had entered it.
specific.
Okay.
100% of it.
Okay.
Because +2 to all spells would be a very good item to have at such a low level.
I mean, I don't do a whole lot of attacking, so kind of balances itself out.
Okay. Well.
Uh-huh.
You make your way back to the house, and you arrive. The lights are, the candles are flickering in the windows as you make your way up to the large kind of manor that you have. There is no discernible easy access for Vince to get inside, but by this point you have now arrived to quite a, it's a private location. Nobody is following you up the road. Although there was plenty of people still in the square chattering around and still being amazed, and they clap as you walk away, just as like, whoa, that was great, good job, to Francois. Up the road you go, and you're now outside of the Kinshire Manor. Francois says, "Well, I mean, it seems we are suitably distanced. Although Hilda wants you to come back. Not permanently. It is her bicentenary. She is having a birthday. As I'm sure you are aware, it is her birthday coming in a few days, and we were throwing a party. This is actually a bit of a spur of the moment thing. All of the other circuses, the ones that count, the ones that matter, in Comia are coming along. And she asked very specifically for you to come."
Well, hell yeah. Party.
She has asked for you to put on a show. And he gestures to Vince. "Oh, show again! Oh, please!"
Well, I can never say no.
Yes! And he picks her up again. Yes! And he dances around with her, and you're like, "We're doing a show!"
God.
Francois just patiently waits once again for you to be put down. We will be having a big show. Everybody will be doing their piece. As there are many circuses will be coming, like I said, the ones that matter. We will be expecting you, if possible, to give your performance. That is okay?
Oh yeah.
Excellent. You will be paid in kind as usual. But she asked very specifically for you. I know you were close.
Yeah.
And all of the family will be happy to see you back. It has been a long time, it feels like, but yet on the calendar, not so much.
Days, am I right? That makes sense.
Days, am I right?
Am I right? It's
Am I
always
right? Days. Just days.
just days.
Days stand confused.
Same.
They're bonkers. Days are bonkers.
Days stand
Uh,
confused.
All right, we we get the hilarious joke you made. All right.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's you.
No.
Okay. Well, since it is late at night, you can go about your day. We will meet you tomorrow, and we will go from there. We have a cart, if you remember. You recall, and I say recall because they seem in your distant past, and by this I mean like within the last couple of months, you've seen this massive cart that they have specifically for hauling elephants, of which they have 2 at your circus. Treat you very fairly. And specifically Vince. Because he is huge and doesn't like walking everywhere. So it is a huge reinforced cart that is towed by 2 horses and takes ages to get anywhere. But it's very, very well fitted to take the weight of a hill giant and a couple of extras. So you imagine that that's what he's referring to. Has anyone seen Tiger King? I actually haven't. The French have no concept of time confirmed. Sorry, they're not quite French. Cabs, I'm trying.
French adjacent.
French adjacent. The fantasy French.
So Fuel redeemed a D6 and wants us to roll a D3. Oh no. Oro said, "Oh no, you rolled a D3 and it went to me." Right, I see.
I see.
Thank
Couldn't
you.
decide
Fuel.
who to give the D6 to this time.
It wasn't yet apparent who was going to desperately need it.
True.
I wonder if we can make the D6 the D6 thing one of your channel point things. Would that make sense?
I mean, it would. It wouldn't
It's down to you.
come
It's
up on
your-
the
it's your
screen. It
channel.
would just come up on chat. I guess we'd have to talk about how much
Yeah.
it would cost in comparison.
It's down to
300
you.
million.
Million.
It'll be worse because people will accidentally redeem it, or they'll redeem it being like, "Oh, I'll do this for D&D," and then we won't be streaming D&D.
Yeah,
It'll just be during one of your Animal Crossing streams. It's like, all right, we'll buy all your channel
D6
points
to
then.
what I buy. I don't know.
Anyway, so that's what he's referring to, this massive cart, and it seems like the idea is that you will come along on your way to Eggbirth.
Eggbirth is
Eggbirth, the Circus of Columba. So they say, we shall, can we move the cart up here? It is currently down in town. And if we move it up here and park it up just by you, so no thieves pilfer anything from it in the night. Is that okay? Very well.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I have a room at the inn, and they're allowing Vince to sleep in the stables, which was very kind of the orc fellow with the jaw.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yes, we shall arrange that sleeping. We need to leave early in the morning tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. So very shortly, big old cart is brought up the road. You can see on the side there is this fantastic imagery of, it just says Circus of Columba on the side, and then it has this kind of like a slot for letters that you can kind of like put in, like this one of those Scrabble card holder things that has Eggbirth on it. As if if the location were to change, they could take the letters out and rearrange them into whatever next place they were going to. And the outside has this beautiful, fantastic colors and this kind of relief of a tent in the background, and it's very colorful and impressive. But you can see that the wheels themselves don't look quite as wacky and wonderful as the circus pattern on the side, because they are huge, like very well reinforced wheels. As they say, we shall go down to the Curtalon Inn. Very good name for for a tavern, and we shall see you in the morning.
Yes.
I bid you goodbye. Because adieu does not work. Because it is not French.
But that's okay because this isn't French. This
Yep.
is fantasy French.
Exactly.
Fantasy. Yep. Mhm.
So you are left
Au revoir.
babysitting the cart for the night.
Wait, Maori, what? So Tess
what?
redeemed a D6 bonus and gave it to you, Tom.
Oh,
Maori,
thanks,
you can't give one to Tom as well. Only
Tess.
one.
Oh, can you?
No.
Pay no
Nope.
attention to the nerd behind the curtain.
I see your goodbye and I raise you one adieu. No. Total Party Kills need a bit of support as he seemingly failed the last few times. Listen, I put a sword straight through Randall.
He's fine.
Was that clipped? I don't know. Was there a clip of that? Because I really want to see the clip of me stabbing him, getting the D20,
Wow.
getting the crit roll and being like, yes!
I'm sure that got clipped. The
Hi, Mary.
celebration.
How's it going, buddy? Okay. So,
Maori, you can't just say no. Okay. All right.
so going back into the house, you are greeted by a very sleepy Atticus because it is midnight. Hello. How
Hello.
was your latest adventure?
We survived.
Interesting.
Did you earn the big bucks?
Yep. And I pointed the flower.
Oh, how much can you sell that for?
Probably a lot.
Oh, excellent. Well, how about you, Master Randall, for big bucks?
There were enough bucks.
There were enough bucks. Okay. Very well. Well, that's exciting news. Is there anything I can do for you this evening? Will you be staying?
We'll be staying.
Yes.
For
But I
how
don't
many
think-
days will we have your company? Parsnip pads up behind him, drooling already. The second that he sees you, he stops padding and starts bounding across the floor and just knocks into all three at the same time. So you were staying... No, wrong accent. So you'll be staying a long time then?
Probably only a couple of days.
A couple
I
of
thought
days?
just till the morning.
So we got a party to go to and
Oh, I thought that was it.
that's tomorrow, right?
Okay.
Or is it right?
Didn't he say it in the morning?
No, I think the miscommunication here was that Randall/Docs thought the circus was here and not 2 days
It's
travel
just-
away.
Oh, right.
Okay.
So in the morning,
So, yes,
you'll
we'll be
be,
going in the morning.
yeah, in the morning you'll be getting on a cart and traveling 2 days to
Okay.
Eggbirth. So you won't be staying long then.
No.
Not this time.
I'll try and get some reading in before I leave, you know.
Good idea. He's really terrible at like being subtle about his wings. You guys think most of you think it's a twitch.
Is something wrong with your eye? Do you need me to look at that?
Oh, no, it's just old age, dear. Just old age. Well, it's been quiet with you gone, but at least I know that you are returning. It's a lot less quiet than the 50 years I spent on my own.
Oh. Ooh.
Now, please, allow me to prepare breakfast for you in the morning. And I will see you then. Your beds are made.
Oh.
Thank you.
Is Evelyn still here?
Oh, yes, we've been not talking, but
Coexisting.
she's getting along well with Parsnip, and Parsnip is a good judge of character. There's not been much progress with communication, but she seems to be quite happy.
She can write if you have paper.
Yes. Well, it's not that she won't write, it's that she hasn't much to say.
That's true.
It's okay. I'm sure she'll warm up with time.
Hopefully.
All is well for now. The temple is still weirdly immaculate. And with the help of little Evelyn, we have moved some of the debris that was blocking the doorway. It's a little bit more accessible now.
Oh, good.
Now,
Thank you.
off to bed with you.
All right, Mom.
And he shuffles away.
Is Atticus secretly annoyed that he never has to clean the temple and it's always like spot?
He'll never let you know. It'll be a secret forever. Either way, he shuffles away, or at least he shuffles away. He stays again in your
Just in
radius.
the corner.
Just,
He's in your AoE somewhere. But is there anything you guys want to do before you go to bed?
I want to go to the temple.
Okay. Any downtime stuff for the rest of you?
Read some books.
I mean, the library's accessible. Randall?
probably just catch up
it's-
on like writing notes out.
Okay. It's pretty late at night, so you guys are going to have to get your stuff done. Get to bed. Otherwise, you'll be very sleepy. Does Zorro take a couple of books to the road?
Oh, yeah. Travel books. Need some travel books.
What's the preference? Which would you prefer to bring?
Oh, shit. Do I have to get the list up of,
Do you have the
of
list?
books? It's on my Google Drive somewhere. Hold on.
Oh my god!
Carry on. I'll
I want to know which books Zorro brings. It's very important.
What's your favorite? It's in brown paper
Well,
bags. Put them in.
bags.
We're learning about Aura's character development.
Character development.
Is that what we call it these days?
So I thought Parsnip was a person, not a pet. Parsnip.
I think we have a parsnip command.
Oh,
Oh, do
maybe.
we?
You bet I made a parsnip command.
Yeah. And it's generally adorable. There you go.
That's how you know I made it.
There you go.
I'm going to take 50 Shades of Fae by Crunch. I'm going to take
Okay.
The Hour of the Horse and Dwarves, Rocks and Cocks. I'll take those three for the
By
road.
crunch.
As always, guys, if you guys have any
Any D&D book erotica title
Yeah.
suggestions, let us know.
any erotica suggestions for our fantasy library, what was that last book? What was the last book?
Dwarves, Rocks and Cocks. That's it.
Perfect travel book.
Nick suggested
Perfect
that
travel
one.
book.
Good
Was
job.
that Nick? Have you got attributions next? to
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
That's
Said it,
excellent.
yeah.
That's so good.
Kawaii's given us like 6. She's with so many.
Inexplicably really good at coming up with fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unless there's anything else you guys want to do, is there anything you wanted to do in particular in the temple?
Just going to go in. I had left a bowl of water in there last time. Is it undisturbed?
It is undisturbed.
Okay. Is it in the moonlight?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Okay. I'm just going
Especially
to.
because it's nighttime, so it's pretty perfectly lined up.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I felt like there was a thing that made it seem like this was where it should go, but I couldn't remember. I'm just going to light some incense and sit in quiet contemplation for a little while, and basically probably by the time it finishes burning, go to bed.
Okay. All right. So, you go to bed. All is well. You sleep soundly. It's always nice to hear when you go in a D&D game. We slept okay? Okay. All right, cool. No one assassinated us? Okay.
Great.
It's good. It's a good start.
We
It's
get
terrible when
7th
you hear
level
the
spell slots.
dice
The dice roll.
Across the
Roll
table.
20 goes boop.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Right. Well, the sun rises, and unless each of you guys have got anything that you'd like to do in the morning, apart from
Stretch.
eat your breakfast and chat with Atticus a little bit, he delivers you your breakfast, and he says, "So, tell me about your last adventure, the last quest that you were on."
There was a well and some people were living under it, and there was this shadowy orc thing that was trapped in some sort of weird time loop where their ghosts were killing each other over and over again. And the, I think, fey creature who sent us there stepped in after we kind of defeated him, I guess, and took like his shadow heart and left with it.
You ever ask a question and wish you hadn't asked it? That
Every day.
sounds very exciting and dangerous. I worry for you.
It was fine.
We're a good team.
It sounds like that's the case. How are you finding the adventuring life, Master Randall?
It's endless excitement. Sometimes I feel like I need just a little lie down.
A little lie down. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure it's very different from your life at the monastery.
Yes. I was
Do you?
boring.
It was boring. I thought you were happy there.
I was, but I hadn't experienced this.
Ah. So you think you'll stay here then?
Oh, at least for the time being, yes.
You have no interest in returning to your life as a monk at the monastery?
Not until the adventuring life tires me, or I become too old.
Too old. Good joke.
Like you, Atticus. Too old like you.
I used to be an adventurer. Well, it's I'm glad that all of these moments that we get together. Never fear to give me the stories of your adventures. I always love to hear them. Though I do worry when I hear of the risks that you take. Either way, you will be going to where next?
Eggbirth. It's like 2 towns away. Two
What takes
days
you
away.
What takes you to Eggbirth?
That's where my circus is.
Your circus?
Yeah, well, not my circus, but where I grew up, there's a circus. We're back there. There's a party.
Gosh, the circus. That's so exciting.
It's exciting.
Is this some kind of
Yes.
quest?
No, it's not a quest.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Those are only through the Adventurers Guild.
No, we haven't. Yeah, maybe we just were. It wasn't a quest either. It's just.
Oh,
Will you be
I see.
performing alright?
I
At the
think maybe.
Oh, I wish I was there. Sounds so exciting. What show do you do? How do you perform?
What don't I do? I don't know. I have to work it out.
Ah,
Do you want to come along?
I wish that I could. The house will not look after itself, and we would have to bring Evelyn as well. And what would Parsnip do?
Come along as well.
Yeah.
It's quite a convoy. But I will stay here for now. You'll have to tell me how it goes, Master Randall, Mrs. Nurley. I'm sure that Oro will not give all the details of her own tricks. You have to tell me what it's like from the crowd.
Oh no, we must leave.
We must away. That's the signal.
Just someone in the tree outside making that noise.
All right. So unless there's anything you guys want to do into town, you are
What are we
outside.
doing?
Outside, taking a go for a walk outside.
On our way.
Shoulder
Just
smile.
walking.
Where you find Francois and Vince are already loaded up the cart and ready to go. Or at least Vince is already deep in the cart. There is enough room, basically. He is like this, at the back of this massive, essentially van, medieval van, who's like cross-legged, sat like this at the end of this massive van with enough space for some seating. There is not enough space for Nugget, unfortunately. It's on top. You can sit on top comfortably enough.
There you go.
Have they not cut like a little hole in the top so that Vince can stick his head out?
There's a hole in the side. There's a hole in the side. There are windows with holes big enough for him to poke his head out either way.
Right.
But it looks like there's some kind of apparatus on the top that might be used to carry something that is currently empty, which is probably why there isn't a hole for his head at the top.
I see.
Either way, on the road you are. Is there anything you want to do?
No. Can I ride on the top with Nugget for a while?
You want to? Yeah.
Yeah.
What we need now is a piece of art that's just the side view of this circus thing with windows of each of the different characters just like sitting out of this.
Aww.
They're just nearly like cross-legged legs off the side of the cart and staring up at the sky.
Leaning on Nugget.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well,
I want to ask Vince, like, how's a hill giant end up in a circus? How'd you come to be here?
in circus?
Yeah,
I like circus!
Vince likes circus. Have you always been in the circus?
Always been in circus! I'm good at circus!
I can't wait to see you.
Are you in circus?
No,
What do you do?
I'm a monk.
What? What monk?
I write books and read books.
Oh. Boring!
Oh,
Vince, you gotta be
Not
nice.
you. He pokes you in the face. Not you! Books! And he pokes down into the parchment that I am sure you have in your hand.
oh yeah.
Ink smudges everywhere.
Randall very quickly like moves his like most precious bits out of the way, like his pens and stuff. It's like, nope, okay. New page.
Me always monk, not monk. Always circus.
You're a monk.
You,
Wow.
you always monk?
Well, no, I've not always been a monk.
What were you before monk?
Well, I was a child. And then I
Was Vince
left.
child?
I mean, you must have been at some point.
Vince can't remember! A long time ago.
Probably was, wasn't it?
Child's small. Small like Oro! Is Oro child?
Oh, no, child, no. I'm adult.
Oh, okay. Okay. Francois is at the head of the van cart, and is the one who is doing all of the vehicular management, the driving, I guess. That's the reason he's not.
You
riding
drive
the
a car.
horses.
You drive a car.
He's driving
Yeah.
the car.
Not a child.
I'm not.
What an adult.
I'm not.
Underage adventurer. Someone get the porn books away from her. Jesus.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
This only gets worse.
So whilst we're on the road, you are quite happily chatting amongst yourselves. And what we will do is, when this game is over, we will open up the RP channel if you guys want to roleplay any
Cobwebs.
Yes.
Moths.
Just in case you guys want to have any discussions about what it is you were talking about whilst you were on your travels. But for the first day, you are easy breezy, nice drive along the eastern road of Cormier. I'm going to move you just over here.
How dare you? I did not consent to this.
Boop, 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 boop. So, Egbert is just outside. Oh God, have I fucked up? No, okay. Just outside of Walloon. It is 2 days' travel along the road from Nesmith to Walloon. It is essentially the closest sizable town to Nesmith that isn't a city. Marzemba, Suzail, and Walloon are all cities in their own right, including Arabelle. And Igberth is the next biggest thing. As Oro will tell you, as you discuss the circus in any detail as you go across the road, the circus, as far as she's aware, whether or not she has a deep understanding of the history of the circus is down to her. But as far as she's aware, has been, and you'll get the same information from Francois, has been there for as long as anyone can remember. And it's the circus is standing within the town. Is almost a bit like the town itself kind of built itself around the circus. It is not a circus that moves very much. It tends to just stay in one place. Which is why it's kind of comical that there are letters on the side that are arrangeable. But you will be traveling to Walloon, which is about 2 days' travel, just outside of Walloon. Okay. And for ease of Tom remembering, what I might do. Ooh, I've done something here that I can make better. Maybe it can't. Oh no, yes, it can. Map layer. Boop. So I'm going to just draw from Nesmith to here. And I'm going to write with the text 2 days. So that we can see how long we can keep travel times consistent. We don't do a dare dial where we're just like, oh yes, it'll take you 2 days this time and 1.5 days next time. Blah, blah, blah. We'll be consistent this time if we can. All right, it's hard.
No, I was laughing because I'm the same way when I'm doing distances, to the point that I had to go and get a map that will measure for me, so that when they ask how long something is, I'm like, 1 moment, click. 57 miles. If you walk, it will take you 3 days. Sorry, continue.
It's very good. So you are, by cart, taking your way to Egbert, which is about 2 days. Okay. So it is it's a reasonably busy road. You see many other travelers on the road as you are making your way to Walloon. You're drawing the distance mark. And it's relatively peaceful. You see people who are driving in large trade caravans, but you also see a couple of smaller individuals who are on their own. You see one individual who is walking along the road on their own, butt naked. They're just walking. They're walking straight towards you, absolutely top to toe, butt naked.
What do they look like? Who, like, are they human?
At this stage, it's quite a distance. They look like a human male, middle-aged.
Quite a distance, but you can tell it's a man.
Whoa. It's like a horse.
Too much detail, but it's not a huge distance. But you can see that there's, a
but
male.
It's a bard. Aori. Oh, it's a bard.
Because there is a beard.
Oh, that's why. Gotcha. Okay.
Just walking towards you. You can see that he's slightly hunched over. He seems to have a little bit of a limp.
How far?
He's about X distance. He kind of comes over the horizon of a crest of a little hill that you're kind of going up on your cards as you make your way towards a
surprise naked man.
Yeah, it's a shock to everybody involved. And you see him at about 60 feet away.
You guys, Aura puts a book down. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or have I been reading too many of these books?
You're all in a cart. You're all in a cart, and you're mostly facing. You're inside, right? You don't exactly. It's not amazing views outside. But Francois says, "There is a man on the road, and he is but naked."
Oh yeah, you're right.
This is not a normal sink. I do not think.
Does he look like he's in pain to you?
It's got a limp, but Hilda has a limp, and she's not in pain.
Should we ask him if he needs help?
We are in a bit of a rush.
Can ask him as we pass by him.
I mean, this cart doesn't move very fast.
I've seen this movie. Paul Bettany was amazing in this. He was so good in that film.
Limp or swagger? Oh my gosh. Well, I wouldn't want him to just have to keep walking if he's hurt. Or, if we have clothes. I started digging through my bag.
I don't think I have any.
I only have what I'm currently wearing.
I have an extra set of common clothes that all kind of everything's robe-ish since I have my fancy dress. So I'll get out the plain sort of robe and kind of have it set in my lap until you pass by him.
I forgot to pack my random naked person encounter on the road clothes.
I'm all out from all the other times I've met naked people on the road.
Sorry, I was taking notes there, Katie. I didn't hear what you said.
I have 2 sets of common clothes, and
Okay.
I imagine she just wears robe type things.
Mhm.
Since I have my fancy dress now, keep yourself clean. I don't ever need to change.
Yep.
I'm just gonna grab one of the more plain. It's the more plain set that's less obviously feminine with the cowl shoulder or whatever, and just kind of take it out of my bag and kind of have it folded up in my lap as I'm kind of peeking out the window, trying to see if he's hurt or whatever.
Well, your cart tends to gets closer and closer, and Francois says, "So what are we doing about this man? He is it's getting closer."
We should probably see if he's okay.
Shall I stop?
Yeah.
Very well. And the cart comes to a stop, and the gentleman on the road continues to trudge forward.
Does it look familiar in any way?
Nope.
Okay.
Does the penis look familiar?
You mean from your books?
Yeah. Page 57.
Wait, you starred in?
Oh, well,
Don't I know you from somewhere? Oh, wait. No, we've never met.
Spare outfit has shoulder pads and no pockets. True though.
He gets to parallel with your cart, and he looks like he's just kind of dazed and just walking forward.
And confused.
I mean, he doesn't look confused, but I see what you're going for.
Dazed and confused.
Yeah.
Remember that joke I made?
I'll just kind of climb out the back. I'm assuming there's doors or something, right? Or no? Is it open back? Okay. Just kind of swing it open a little bit, peek around the side. Are you all right?
He kind of looks around to you. Yo,
Oh,
how's it hanging?
That's do you need these?
And he swings around to you. And he looks at you, and he's very comfortable in his own skin. Good on him. And he says, Are those clothes?
Yes.
Oh, sick! And he grabs. They're not really my style, but I could work with these. Thank you. I don't have anything for you.
That's okay. Don't need
Oh.
anything. Just wanted to make sure you were all right.
Oh, well, it's real rad of you. I wish I could give you something. Damn. I got
Just-
robbed.
Yeah, I kind of thought maybe that happened.
Yeah, I'm not usually like this. I had stuff.
Do you know who robbed you?
Yeah, these fucking bugbear dudes. They're the worst. You
I
watch
know what
out
a
for
bugbear
them.
is.
Give me some kind of check.
Bugbear check. You got
Religion?
bugbears.
Sure,
History?
give me a religion check. If you
Okay.
give me a religion check, every answer that you get is going to be wrong.
I know, I'm kidding. Probably history, I would think, or
Sure.
maybe like,
Nature or history.
yeah. I mean, they're both 0, so
Or just an straight up intelligence check.
also 0. 15.
These things are great. Okay, you are aware of bugbears existing. You know that they are heavily involved with, the kind of goblinoid, hobgoblin, goblin family. Of just for the most part, as a general rule, dickheads. Not all of them, obviously. But their cultures tend to be
Being
very
different.
tribal and warrior clans, and picking on people and raiding
Yeah.
is quite a common thing. So you're aware that they are a nuisance in many realms.
Where were they? Can you just put that on?
Yeah. It's gonna take me a while to make it look like my style, So just don't mind me, all right? This is just me. And he kind of gets over and he starts to like tear at the clothes to like turn them into shorts. And then he takes he just like rips at the arms to turn it into like a vest sort of thing.
Stylish.
And he's just like, yeah.
Cool,
I can
dude.
work with this. Yeah. So,
Where were those bugbears?
like a day down the road, and maybe I've been walking a while. You can see that his feet are pretty badly blistered up.
Maybe you can take some of that cloth and wrap it around your feet.
Bro, you're so smart. Oh my god, where were you a day ago? And he's like, gets down and he starts wrapping
Finn
around.
Nesmith.
Oh, cool. I'm going there now. I know Hanu.
Oh,
That
hell
doesn't
yeah.
surprise me, actually.
Yeah, that's where I'm going. Sick. Well, it's where I'm going now. It's not where I was going before.
Where
I was
were you
going to Eggbirth. There's a big party. I was going to sell some of my stuff.
What
What
stuff?
did you have to sell? Yeah.
My things, I've got
Is it weed?
I'm an entrepreneur.
A businessman.
I'm a businessman. I got goods, or I had goods.
What was your goods?
Oh, medicinal plants.
Oh, dope, bruh.
No, just dope.
Oh, I meant just dope like cool, but
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Can I insight check him, please?
Yes.
Only 13.
I mean, nothing about this guy seems even remotely like he's smart enough to pull any shit on you.
Where did you come from?
Well, I was coming from Suzail all the way out here with my stuff.
Oh.
And I was gonna make a boatload, dude. These party animals at the circus. Oh my god.
He came from Taco Bell.
So
Sorry,
did
chat.
did the bugbears take all of your stuff?
All of that.
Oh, they could be high as fuck.
All of my stuff. It's what I get for not having bodyguards.
Oh, true.
Did this to myself. I'm a local man. I took a risk.
Oh, it's
I
okay.
lost everything.
Oh, damn it! I mean, you got
You
some cool
didn't
clothes
lose your
now.
life.
Shit, also that.
Yeah, I guess.
You can always get
Man.
stuff back, or get other stuff.
But the bugbears have it. I can't go back and get them. They're scary, man. They got swords and stuff.
Well, if you're going to Nesmith and there's a place where you can put up quests for people to do, and it's very legitimate, and then if someone wants to do it, then when they get their stuff back, you can negotiate some kind of reward.
I got no reward to give them. They got all my stuff.
But maybe it could be a conditional reward, like if the success of the mission happens, then they get a portion of your profits or something.
Maybe. I gotta walk a long time though. It's far. But thanks though. I'm not doing it naked now.
Yeah, it's far out there.
It is really far out. Nesmith is far out. Look how happy Katie is with that.
I just kind of like look over at Randall and Oro, like, I don't know what else to do with this guy. I'm just gonna like sit back down.
Are you like hurt at all?
I mean, my feet are pretty fucked up.
Don't know how to help that.
It's okay, man. I'm fine. You do you. Thanks. I don't want to hold you up. You got stuff. You got places to be. At least you can take my shit back from those fucking bugbears, man.
I mean, if we come across them,
You gonna find them?
I
Or are you
mean,
gonna just go? You know, no. I couldn't do that to you. I couldn't ask you to get my shit back. I mean, you clearly well equipped, experienced adventurers, but I couldn't ask you to do this for me. That would be so uncool of me.
Quietly inside the card, I'm like, we just keep ending up having to do these things, and it's not through the guild, and I'm getting worried that people are gonna start talking.
listen, you can still do nice things for people. It's not like, you know.
That's true. It is just a nice thing.
Yeah, we're not going in a tavern hunting rats or shit, you know.
Just a good deed.
Just doing a favor for a bro, you know.
Okay, sorry. I tried. I mean, if we did,
He's on the side like.
I know, right?
Help.
I mean, if you were to help me out, maybe I'd, be able to not reward you, but like share some of my load if you get my gist.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, rephrase that.
Everyone went to a dirty place with that. Literally, my brain was not even remotely close to dirty.
It's all these
Some of my
books.
gear, dude.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Not my semen.
Ah, yeah. Sorry, too many of these. Yes.
What's the general thing with drugs in D&D universe?
What? As in, what do you mean general thing? Do you mean the laws?
Yeah, and how's it generally seen?
Depends on where you are. For the most part, there's no real law against drugs. It's like it might depend on.
Radical.
For example, if you were in a city, it might depend on what part of the city that you were in. Like if you're in I don't know, the business district, there might be a bit like
Only cocaine.
But for the most part, nobody really has any issue with it. They might judge you, but it depends on the substance and that kind of thing. I mean, it's a world of magic, you know. There are a lot of bigger fish to fry.
Hashtag not all druids. You'd have to ban druids.
See you, Elderberry. Nice to have you here, buddy. We all just have our minds on the gutter, exactly.
Well, if we come across the bugbears, then we might have to fight them and kill them.
Oh, and what happens if I just happen to be here when you do it?
Is he
Like,
saying he wants to
right.
come with us? Stage
I mean,
whisper.
I was going to Eggbirth anyway.
But then you said you were going back to Nesmith.
But we didn't
Because
say
I
where
got
we
no
were going.
gear. Well, you're on the road. You're
Did his
going the
voice
right
change?
direction. Are you not going to Eggbirth? Are you going to Walloon or something? Are you going all the way to like Sembia? Are you like travelers? Extreme, bro.
I want to go whisper to Francois.
Uh-huh.
Can we bring him with us, or should we not bring?
He whispered, what do you want to do? Bring him with us to the circus, or?
Yeah, there might be some bugbears on the way that stole his shit.
I don't want to fight the bugbears.
I mean, you don't have to fight bugbears. It's fine.
Is there bugbears on the road? That might be dangerous.
But we have to go on this road.
Shit, you're right.
So now we can just get a reward for going the way we were going and having a fight we were going to have to fight anyway?
They may not attack us. There are lots of people on this road.
But we could get some cool stuff, bro.
You are looking for some of the
You know what I mean?
material.
Yes.
Interesting. But what if we do not find these bugbears? Is it getting a free ride?
Yeah.
I'm going to show up with this guy at the circus with no explanation for who he is.
Well, I mean, he's just a traveler who got robbed, and we were helping him because we're nice.
Yeah. It is down to you. You have to be sat in the back with him. He is not coming up here with me.
You can put him on the top with Nugget. That was fun.
Then I'm going to have to. Whilst you were on the top, you were able to talk quite easily with Francois because he's at a cart seat on the front, and you're just like quiet. But then I'm gonna have to talk to him.
Okay, he can be with us. It's fine.
Damn right.
I'll give him a book. He'll shut him up for a moment.
Whoa.
Is it supposed to look like that?
Mine's sunburn.
Oh God.
Very well, if that is what you want to do, you are looking after him. You are babysitting him.
Okay.
Well then, you can get in the cart. Yes, go on. But be quick, we are in a hurry. We have to go somewhere. And yeah, he gets in the back. And then, for the rest of the day, you have the lovely company of this guy. Is anyone going to ask his name?
Yes, absolutely.
His name's
Okay.
Chad.
Of course.
Bruh.
Well, this guy doesn't get a chance to be in your book, like in your novel, if you're writing of all these people.
Random naked man on road.
Random,
Chad.
no longer a naked man on road.
Could we take a bio break?
Yes,
I'm too warm. I need to not be warm.
but for your notes, his name is
You should try
Chad.
stopping people.
His full name is Chadarion.
Darion.
Chadarion. And He's also known as
Chidorian.
Chad, the guy who sells the good stuff.
You have
That's
a
it,
really
that's
strong
his
jaw. That was like a Chidorian. Chad.
Is that like two names? Is that like a
So-
first and second name, or is that like a longer version of Chad?
It's the longer version of Chad. His full name is Chadarion.
I would love him being named Chad Chidarian. Don't want that to happen, but
Full
that would
name
be
is
hilarious.
Chadarion, but he goes by Chad or the guy who sells the good stuff.
Dressed Chad in the cart, also, as Tess said.
Yes, he is now dressed.
You know, I was chill.
He
showing
leveled
up
up from having no name to having a name.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Oh, he's gonna die, yeah. Shit.
He's gonna have the dead stuff soon.
I was honestly more comfortable with showing up to a city with some random guy who got robbed who was probably just high. But now that I know he's a Chad, ooh.
Oh no.
Hi,
A
Tika.
Chidarion.
Tutorial.
You've arrived just in time for a bio break.
Yes. Alberba.
Bio
Kirby.
break. Bio break.
Oh, wait, I can't fucking. Oh,
Oh no.
damn it. Where's I need
You
a
need to have a
post-it note.
post-it.
A post-it note. Oh no, what if. Oh. Wait, no, Jenny, just move your camera, you dumb bitch. Jesus Christ. I'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Why is it that Doctor's microphone is highlighted when he's muted? Very strange. Return of the chair stream. Revenge of comfy seats. This seat is quite comfy, but since we're on lockdown, I've spent far too much time in it, and now I'm kind of sick of chair time. I've been trying to get on my exercise bike a bit more to just not be on this seat. Oh, hi there. Oh my god. Hey, Shadow. What's going on? How's it going? Ooh. Whew. It's apparent to me now that I've realized that not once in my life have I ever met anybody called Chad. Ever. And I've also never, I don't think I've ever met anybody who knows a Chad. Just you and me. Oh my god, have you been working out? No. Hello.
I can't go outside. Oh no, I forgot my water. Hold on, I forgot my water. I went in and I was like, I'm gonna get some ice for my water. And then I was like, ooh, I made cookies. And I grabbed the cookies and left the water. BRB.
Oh, cookies.
Come over, you can have a cookie. Wait, actually don't come over because you can't. Because
don't do that to me, Katie. What's the word for a town who is paying a navy to protect their waters? Like it's not a sanctioned navy. Are you talking like a mercenary? Like a mercenary navy? You are looking. Wait, you can work out in the house. I've got an exercise bike and a pull-up bar. That's all I got. My actual real-life brother is a chap. For reals? Oh my god. having to sit in my computer chair so much more is making it break down so much faster. I sit in this seat a lot. Most of my day is sat in this seat, of most days, and I am very concerned that I'm destroying my own chair just by being in it so much. It works. Okay, I'm glad I could help. I have to get a new chair. It did last year's. What? It lasted for years. I'm sorry, I don't know why that didn't go into my brain properly. How was your bio break?
Great.
Excellent. Oh, camera's being moved.
You're back.
Oh, she's back. She's returned.
From outer
Everyone.
space.
Just one thing about it, we did it, but make it but no, but this one thing will be back for me. Go. That's the performance that Aro was gonna do.
I love it.
It's just at a very low volume. There's no microphone. What can I do?
I just realized I thought I got a DM from somebody, so I was checking my messages, and it was 2 bot accounts pretending to be sexy ladies.
Oh,
Well,
How do you
Although-
know they weren't sexy?
sexy
one
bots.
of them's like their profile
Sexy
picture
bots.
is clearly a sex bot, but their and their name is man at 2016 0128. It's just man.
Man.
Your bot game is too strong. I don't get the people coming into my chat being like, you want to be famous? You want more viewers? I love that Tess gets that as well, when she gets like up to 50 people coming to view her stream, and she gets bots coming in like, you want more viewers? And I'm like, there are plenty of people out there who have like 1 viewer would pay for views. Right, okay. As kids, if mum was mad at him, Chadwick. That's the full. I always wondered what Chad was short for. Chadwick. That makes sense. Wow. My one-on-one with Tom is over. I'm always here.
Wow.
Chad forth.
Jeez.
What?
1-on-1 Tom's over. Okay, fine.
Hey, Nick. Chad
Hi,
is one
Nick.
of those names that could be Chadwick or just straight up Chad. Oh, a bit like Thomas and Tom.
Chadathy. Mhm.
There are some people who are called Tom, and it's their full name, which is a bit strange, but you know, people live their lives. Right, okay. There are people with much stranger names than Tom.
Yes.
Okay, so this gentleman is joining you on your trip. His name is Chidarion, and you're getting along just swell. As the day goes on, he becomes more and more. However you feel about him, he gets more of that. How do you feel about Chad, Oro?
I'm hyped about Chad.
Yeah.
Chad is totally a dude that I would have chilled with at the circus. Everything's
Yeah?
totally fine.
Okay, excellent. Amazing. Maybe you've chilled with one of his associates at some point. How about Randall?
I haven't got a huge amount of time for Chad.
Oh.
Why?
It's just not Randall's type.
He's not on your side. Okay.
No.
Well, how about Neurally?
He's a little strange and confusing.
He's strange and confusing.
Yeah, don't understand why he's acting like this.
Like what?
Like there's like a curse on him or something.
Ah, I see. Okay. Like he's got some kind of foggy brain.
Hmm.
Oh, very strange. Okay. Well, you continue to be perplexed. Randall continues to be at least somewhat annoyed. Oh, we got
Mostly
visitor.
ambivalent.
Mostly ambivalent. Okay. Vince is Vince gets frustrated with him because they tried to talk a couple of times, and Vince is just like, "You're dumber than I am." From the conversation that you get, he gets frustrated with him because it's just like it's talking to someone who just doesn't speak your language, but does at the same time. Like all the words are mixed up, and it's in his brain.
I can't imagine what that's like.
It doesn't make any sense to him. So you can see that he gets very frustrated with that very quickly. And along the road, there is a moment where Nugget sniffs the air and then jumps off of the wagon and into the sky and flaps around a little bit. You can see on the horizon that there is a smoke cloud coming out across from somewhere in the there's a small copse of trees off in distance on the horizon, and you can see the Nugget takes to the sky and kind of does a couple of circles around the cart, and one of the part of that circle is just over that cloud of smoke. And it returns. Well, Nugget returns, sits on top of the cart, and then just starts knocking.
I'm gonna
just puts his face right next to Oro through the window.
So perched upside down on the outside.
Yeah, exactly.
With his head looking in the window.
That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
I'm gonna use my speak with animals real quick.
It's like, I think I found his stuff.
Found his stuff?
I think so.
Oh no.
There's a bunch of furry gobos.
Oh.
And there's a big old cloud of smoke.
Right.
And it smells very funny.
Oh.
And maybe a bit dizzy.
Oh. Okay. That's not good.
So we've got red eyes.
High as fuck.
I think that's it.
Oh shit. Okay. Alright, I'll let everyone else know. That is Nugget's voice, yeah. Every time Nugget speaks, I forget that it's Nugget's voice.
when Nugget when we first had Orocast speak with animals, I specifically asked Jenny what accent she wanted Nugget to have, and she was immediately like, Scottish. Didn't even wait a beat.
Nope.
Not a second.
Nope.
Scottish.
Of course, it's the best one. All right.
So where are we going? Are we doing something?
Is the smoke ahead of us where we're going?
It's not directly ahead of you, but it's kind of like. So I mean, you're going along the road. You're now kind of going southeast-ish along this road. No, sorry, south. East, yep, I was right the first time.
Okay.
And it's pretty much directly north of you now, which if you are on the road would be not quite to your left, but like diagonally to your left.
Right. Okay. Guys, Nuggets just informed me that there's a big smoke that's over there. It's probably this dude's stuff. And
oh no, are they burning it?
But yeah, apparently it smells
No!
pretty. Yeah, it smells pretty strong up there, apparently, according to
shit, fuck.
He
You're
saw a
getting
couple
my
of
stuff.
Yeah, he saw a couple of fuzzy gobos, I think he said.
The fuck is a fuzzy gobbo?
I assume
Is that a sex thing?
No, believe me, it's not. I would have read about it right now.
I love that. I like the idea that Randall is picking up circus language from Oro occasionally, and he's writing it down as circus language. I like the idea that she's like occasionally slipping in like terms that she's found in erotica.
Oopsies.
And she's disguising it as a normal phrase that doesn't mean anything like that. So if someone else finds it and then he says that to them, they're just like, "What?" Oh my god!
What the?
He's gonna make a phrase book and be like reading off of it, like,
Yeah.
eh?
Well, he's going to a circus. Now's the time to use the language he's picked up.
I've only got 3 things.
Oh shit.
All I
Add
can
to the
remember is
list.
see you later, fuckos.
See you later, fuckos.
Maybe in the
There's
RP
Pussy
channel.
Little bitch.
Yeah, but
And there's Dumb Bitchitis.
dumb bitch.
Oh, I forgot about dumb bitchitis.
Maybe in the RP channel we'll have a conversation. I'll have to tell you some more.
Yes, yes, excellent. Okay, right. I'm putting that in the channel right now. Note to note to
Is it contagious?
not
Dumb
borrow.
bitchitis? Absolutely.
Tis. Fatal.
circus lingo. There you go. Circus lingo.
Okay.
Is it contagious? Fuck.
You have to self-isolate for 14 days if you found one.
You've got dumb bitch.
No, every American is already infected with dumb bitchitis. I can attest to this.
How many? Did you say? Did Nugget say 3? 3 fuzzy gobbo thingies.
He didn't say.
Nugget, how many did you see?
Well, they're in trees. It's hard to count.
Yeah. More than 2?
I saw at least 2,
More than 3.
possibly. My eyesight got a bit blurry.
Yes.
So I can't count.
That's the smoke.
Yes.
Also on my bat.
I'm very glad you can count at least to 3.
That's
One
enough.
for each claw.
True. So do you want to go to where the smoke is, or do not want to? Francois, what do you think of that?
I was like, are you asking us or are you still talking to
I
Nugget?
don't know. Yeah.
I mean, if that's where it's at. Maybe I can put out the fires.
True.
Nearly didn't start these fires.
I didn't stop the fire.
How do we put the fire out?
Before I said that, before I said that, I actually had that. I always wanted to sing that. Nearly didn't start the fire. Yeah, so Francois says, if we are doing this not quest for this guy, we must do it very quickly. We'll make up for lost time tomorrow.
We do all our quests quickly, don't worry about it. All our not
Is it not a quest?
It's not a quest, it's not a quest.
What is the plan? The cat is perhaps a bit loud.
Also, I don't think you could fit this big thing between the trees.
Well, that is a good point, yes.
So you should probably stay here with the cart, right?
I could do that. I would be remiss if I thought that you would be in any kind of danger.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you didn't want to fight.
I do not want to fight, but I don't want you to fight either.
Well, maybe they'll give us his stuff back.
I do not remember you being a fool. Oh, what is this? Do you have dumb bachitas?
Oh shit, maybe.
I'm sorry, that is circus speak. You may not.
Reynolds
you may not
quickly
be
flicks to the back of his book.
You're familiar with that term. This is circus speak.
We've been learning.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So how far away is it if we were to walk it from here?
You reckon probably 20-30 minutes on foot off. It's off of the road by quite a way. It looks like maybe they've kind of set up a camp where they can relatively easily access the road for tactical ambushes.
I see. So, do we want to drive down the road as normal and potentially get ambushed and then fuck them up? Or do we want to go and ambush them? Whilst they're high as fuck?
What is high?
What? I'll. What? I'll. Well, was there?
What does high as fuck mean?
It means that they've had a lot of they've smoked a lot of things, bad things or good things, depending on your stance.
They are a very different kind of drunk.
Yes.
So they're not just like far up somewhere,
No.
like in a circus.
No.
Okay.
although the phrase may mean that also. It's sometimes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It's getting very confusing.
If they're just kind of like being drunk, then usually people when they're drinking are pretty agreeable. Maybe we can just convince them to hand it back over and to give up a life of crime.
Oh no, you were not joking. They will kill you. I do not know as they are. We do not know if these things work the same way on bugbears. They may not be high as a kite.
You're right.
Is high as a kite higher than high as fuck or lower?
This is a very good question.
It's probably about the same. Do we want to go to where the smell is though? What if we get what if we get intoxicated?
As you are aware, the circus does not take especially kindly to being inebriated
No.
on the job.
No.
So as Oro is aware, I'm now, and Francois will speak and say, is that whilst there is lots of whimsy in the circus, they take their jobs incredibly seriously, and any interruptions, any kind of distractions to the job and to their performances are it's insulting to other members of the circus for you to not take your job seriously. So things like being inebriated or interrupting someone else's performance is an insult, not just to the person doing the performance, but the other people in the circus, and especially the person who the circus is run by. Because you're really fucking with their shit.
Makes sense.
So Francois is like, and I especially do not wish to risk being affected by this stuff. I have a performance tomorrow as well. Well, not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. This is a long time away.
Yeah.
True.
Maybe we can just see if they ambush us and we'll be ready for it. And if they don't, then we'll go in for it.
But I don't want them to, attack the people who don't want to be attacked, Which I mean is all of us, but like Francois and like
We can go in for it then.
Perhaps that's the smartest idea.
Seems to be.
Works for me.
Okay. Francois, does that sound okay with you? Do we go ahead?
As long as you are back within a short while, please be quick and do not die.
Well,
You are seasoned adventurers now. It is your, whatever. You will go off and do adventuring things, I'm sure. Somehow find some gold in there. Some precious gems.
adventurers, am I right? Jeez.
Classic. Sure, you'll destroy some urns and pots at the same time. Pilfer some belongings from some poor maiden.
Can't take him anywhere. Always finding
I hope they don't have hostages. That would change things.
I meant taking something from somebody, not taking a poor man.
Oh.
Either way, it looks like his stuff has been burned anyway.
True.
He's just in the corner like, bro, fuck, oh, my stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff is premium.
Hmm.
You're gonna be fucked.
Oh, really?
Like, oh my god.
Like out?
Like, gone.
Oh. Maybe they won't ambush us then.
No, my stuff.
Oh.
We gotta go get it.
Oh, I thought you were saying that they'd be like, you know, because
Oh, no,
the
they're
stuff's so
fucked.
good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, but we can't just leave them. We gotta take my stuff back.
Okay. What other stuff
They
do
didn't
you
burn
have?
It all. I don't. Gentleman never tells.
But we
Wait,
need to
what
go
was your
get
question?
it. What other stuff is there of yours other than the weed things?
It's fantasy weed.
Fantasy weed. Sorry.
Weed.
Much more potent than real life weed.
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 Weed. It's
Give me
fweed.
my
That's what
fweed.
it is from now on.
Write it
Canon
down.
is that it's fweed.
Weed.
Fweed. Sells
Okay.
Because
fweed.
it frees you from your mind.
That's exactly it. Because
What are you doing?
it frees
man?
you.
Because it frees. Nice.
That's it. That's the one.
So, but if we go in there, what other things are yours? Do we need to get?
It'll be in my bag.
What's your bag look like?
It's got like stuff on it. It's got my name.
Oh,
It's easy to find.
okay.
It'd be
You're
really
being
rad
really
if you could find
difficult.
it. Am I? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be difficult.
Okay.
You gave me these clothes and you've taken me this far. I'm just upset. My stuff got burned. Probably.
Okay. Maybe it all hasn't been burned, you know?
I mean, that would be rad.
It'd be rad.
But I'm mostly just upset that I got mugged in the first place.
Hmm.
It sucks.
I agree.
I hate it.
Yeah, they're
I
assholes.
wish I had my stuff.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't lose my stuff getting
Ah.
mugged.
Ah, sucks. Fuck them, right?
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah, it's rude.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we gonna do?
Are we going in
I
after?
love
it?
Oro.
I mean, we'll probably go a little bit further and then go in. Maybe like 15 minutes more, and then it's just a 15-minute little walk in. Mosey on down.
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. A little bit further down the road, and then you hop off the cart, leaving whom behind?
Francois.
Francois?
I assume Vince doesn't want to come along.
Vince don't like fighting!
No, Vince can stay here. Look after Cart.
Okay.
Shout if something happens.
Like what?
Kaka.
Caca!
Yes, but only when emergencies happen.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can do that.
Chad, I assume, wants to stay in the cart.
Listen, I'm good with my stuff. You're great with your stuff. I
Thanks,
want my mellow to harsh your mellow.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
You do you.
Okay.
I'll do me.
Okay. Well, not in the cart. Don't do that.
Yep.
People are around.
I like lean over to Randall quietly, and I'm like, "Do you know what they're talking about?"
I have no idea.
Okay.
We'll have to ask her later.
Yeah.
He leans over to Randall and he's like, "But you get me, bro. You know, you monks are all like Zen and shit.
Yeah.
Like one with everything.
No, I'm definitely my own person. Like I'm not.
But like, but you're so like chill. Like that reading and stuff you do. It's so dope. That's so like.
Can you
cool.
not read?
Do you think I can read?
I don't know. I just yes.
Oh, okay. Well, you keep believing that, man.
And don't stop believing. Hold on to
Hold
that
on
feeling.
to that feeling.
Can we go now?
Get my stuff, please.
I mean, the longer we stay talking to you, the more of it burns. So we should probably.
Go!
I'm getting out of the cart.
Okay.
Randall swiftly exits the conversation.
You return 30 minutes later, and he is like, he's got Vincent Francois at knife point.
I would be wondering where he was hiding that.
Oh.
In a sheath.
It was an illusion. He was clothed the whole time.
He had a naked bodysuit over his armor.
There were just bumps that you didn't see. They just wondered why there was like a sword shape in his skin.
Oh god.
That was cleverly disguised.
Too
Oh,
much.
Where?
oh god.
Okay. It does not take you long off the road to find this massive trail of smoke in the sky. And as I say in almost all of our D&D sessions, apparently.
Roll initiative.
No. You go into the copse of trees. And from the tree line, you can see. From the tree line must be a fucking catchphrase now. You can see some kind of camp. It is clear to you that this is a bugbear camp. There are plenty of kind of like totems that have been stuck into the ground. There are some makeshift tents. You can see a large fire pit. You can see that there are some skulls that have been put on pikes around the place. And it is a shit show. It is an absolute tip. Even more so because what you can see is every single one of the 8 bugbears here are absolutely fucking just rolling around. They are not unconscious, but they are hardly there at all. They're fully equipped with all their armor and stuff. And some of them are like fake fighting with each other, but they're just rolling around. They're barely cognizant. You can see there's a huge bonfire in the center. That has a lot of herbs on it that have they've been burning up very, very quickly. It appears that most of those have been turned into ash more than anything else.
Do we see a bag anywhere?
You suspect that if there was a bag, it would be on the other side of the fireplace, because everywhere around the fireplace, the bonfire, everything that you can see from where you are currently seems to be obscured either by tents or is clear of bags.
Is this what high as fuck looks like?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Not the same for everyone, but yeah.
Never seen this before.
Yeah. It's a sight to behold.
Will that happen to us?
We should maybe cover our faces with something just in case, depending on what's in there.
I'll wet a piece of cloth and put it over my face.
What I'd prepared earlier.
Here is my makeshift face mask.
Makeshift?
Well, I mean, you made it.
I didn't make it. It's when we ran out of ribbon and we didn't have elastic yet.
Oh. Very jealous of those. I'm very jealous of those. And if there wasn't like probably almost impossible to get things from America to here, right now because of the climate, then I would have asked you to make one. In any case, so you cover your face. From what you can count, there are 8 of them. One of them is much, much bigger than the rest, and he is sat down on a seat of kinds. It looks like a throne, kind of. It's not as impressive as the goblin throne, not even the makeshift goblin throne that was in the sleeping area. It's just a big seat. It has a lot more skulls on it, though.
Oh. How's he looking?
He is very relaxed. He has a huge battle axe that is kind of leaning against the rest of his seat. The armrest.
Right.
Do you think we should sneak around the outside and try to figure out if we can find where it's at before going in?
Go around the outside. Yeah.
On the outside.
Around the
Around the
outside.
outside.
Some trailer park girls around the outside. Yeah. Quietly.
Stretch my arm out.
Oh. You should do yoga, Tom.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Join yoga club. I'll make a badge.
Right. So what is the plan here? Is Nugget with you?
Nugget was already somewhat affected by it, and I don't know how bats deal with things like this. So I might just have told him to be on watch and to be careful rather than anything. And to also cook our That's it. I wanna I don't want to use my check for trap spells, but I want to like check for traps in a looser term, I guess.
Non-magically check for traps.
Yeah.
Sure. Give me a investigation check. Or a perception check, depending on how thorough you want to be about it. Perception is from a distance. Investigation would be getting a bit closer.
From a distance.
You know what? Ooh.
Is that all right? Are you happy with that roll?
Yes, I am very happy with that roll.
Okay, so there are some traps. There are some very obvious spike traps. You say they are obvious to you, maybe not necessarily the other folks, but they are very, very clearly marked. Almost like these guys have tried to defend their. There are spikes in the ground that are used to kind of not fence but direct. If anyone were to approach the camp, they would have to be funneled through certain areas and stuff. There are a couple of areas where you can see that the ground is covered with like hay or grass that looks like it's probably a spike trap. But then on the other side of the spike trap, in one of the corners, is a stick with a sign on it. The sign is facing the other direction, but you were already a bit suspicious of this patch of ground, and then you suspect what they've done is they've marked it as a trap, but from the other side.
Smart.
And you can see that there are a couple of these patches around, and it's quite clear to you those are traps.
Guys, we should be careful of those things, those like trap-looking things.
That one?
There's a bunch of them. All the things that have a sign next to it.
Yeah, you guys can see the signs, and you might see maybe one of the traps, but Oro can point them out very easily, and then you can recognize them all.
And then it opened up our eyes.
I see the sun. We're so musical today. Wow.
Right.
I know, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I was gonna say Katie's living for it.
Should we carry on round then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Creep around.
Yeah. Sneaky Jackie.
So, are you getting
Guidance.
closer and closer, or are you staying around the tree line?
Tree line, I would say.
Yeah.
At least at first.
When is the musical episode then? I mean, Katie could probably do a musical episode. I don't know whether I definitely couldn't, unless it was just the Venga Boys. But then,
Or the Arthur soundtrack. Like
That's true. Those are my
I could
two things.
If you're gonna try and be sneaky, then I'm gonna have to ask you to roll stealth.
Wait a minute. Wait. Wait.
Oh, pass without a trace.
Oh, I don't have it. I don't have it equipped because you can only have 4 equipped.
What do you
Oh,
have?
no.
But when I was sleeping, I might have thought, oh no, but the other one's fine trapped, so I don't know whether I would have picked either one. But I can think of another one, so maybe I would have done that. It's probably too late now.
I will allow you to. You tell me.
I mean, if I knew I was going to go on a 2-day adventure, it probably would have been smart for me to do that. And to unequip a spell to equip another spell.
I trust you. I trust you to make the right decision. What you think Oro would have done.
Oh God.
Did we sleep after meeting him, or has this all been the same day?
Still the same day.
The same day. So it was back at the other home. Okay, I'm gonna do it because I think that makes sense. I think if I knew I was gonna go on a 2-day long trip, then
You would unready.
unready a spell to ready pass without trace.
Okay.
Right?
What were you unreadying?
I don't know whether I want to tell you.
I'm
I'm unreadying Hunter's Mark.
Okay. I don't know if I want to tell you.
It was the way you're like, what did you unready? Right? What did you do?
That's almost like I'm not angry, I'm disappointed trap. Well, if I say stuff like that, then these guys can make decisions. They have to think about what their character would do, which is great because we all get to see the inner workings of the characters. But also, if they do something a little bit jammy, then they feel bad, not me.
True.
Right, so you're casting Pass Without a Trace. Okay, would you like to describe to not only the stream but also other players what that does?
Well, it makes us more stealthy. It's basically the thing. We have a +10 bonus to stealth checks, and we can't be tracked except by magical means. And we leave behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Okie dokie. Well, in which
Unless
case,
as
everyone.
if we're passing without a trace.
Exactly.
In which case, add a 10 to all of your stealth rolls.
21.
Does that mean that you've got 31?
31. I'm just floating along,
Just
basically.
stealthed out of the narrative.
Okay. I think it's safe to say that these extremely high bugbears don't see you as you stealth through the underbrush and you kind of make your way around the campsite. You are quite confident. In fact, there is at one point where one of you all like kind of steps on a twig that's a little bit like you're surprised by how loud it is. You weren't expecting it to be that loud, and there is no response from the camp at all.
Sweet.
There's been some serious overkill with a 31.
At level 5.
Does the rest of the party see it though? I mean, you guys are stealthing together. And it affects multiple people, right? It's not just a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, it affects all
You
of us.
and your companions from detection. It doesn't even say how many people it touches.
Nope, it's an
It's
area.
you and your companions.
Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Bonkers. 30 feet.
Could be a
You're all
whole
together.
town.
Oh, damn. I'm just
Within 30
floating.
feet. So you can see each other as you are in the tree line.
Okay, we're all like...
You get a closer look as you look around. You get around the side, and you can see that there was a 9th bugbear who was zoned
So-
out.
Sneak bugbear.
I don't think he was purposely sneaking, but you didn't get an angle on him before. But you can see that behind the throne is a pair of chests that are kind of locked down with chains and padlocked. That you think might contain some their loot. You can also see as you get around the back of the area, you can find their toilets
Ooh.
and their kitchen, which are very close to each other.
Oh.
Your toilets and their
Back
what?
to back.
Toilets and their kitchen.
From one to the other.
But which way?
But
It's
which way?
an endless cycle.
But which
The
way?
circle of life. Do we see a bag? Is that what you're gonna ask?
I was gonna say, do we see someone with a ring full of keys to unlock all the chains?
Also a good question.
You see that the necklace that is around the chief bugbear's neck is filled with not only bones of various sizes and shapes,
Brand.
but also keys into the necklace.
They're like looped onto the necklace and hanging on it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They look snatchable.
They're not easily snatchable because they are quite close to his face. And though he does not look to be asleep, he is pretty out of it, but he's definitely not asleep.
Do you guys see that? Around the chief's neck.
I do.
How do we get it?
I could make you even smaller. And since you're super sneaky right now, it would be really hard for them to see you.
Would I be able to get the necklace off? Would it consume
good at-
me?
Oh, tiny snack.
Best idea of making someone small into tiny.
What if I can't take the necklace off or anything?
I mean that could be a problem. I just thought it was a necklace.
What's the chain like made out of? Like, is it
It's impossible for you to see from this distance.
do binoculars exist in D&D?
They are specialist items.
Ah, shit.
I think there's like a seeing glass that you can buy, but it's like 50 gold.
Yeah, you
Or
can get
something.
monoculars.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how, at the opera they've got like opera glasses. Do you think there's
Yeah.
like circus ones that are the same?
Yeah, but they're only for the VIPs.
I'm a VIP.
Who sit really close.
I mean, pick one up when you go to the circus next.
Okay, alright.
Now you've done yourself in. She's gonna have one from now on.
Yeah, and they're going to be absolutely perfectly functional. Don't you worry.
Cursed.
While you're in a circus.
When you look through these, you can't see anything because there's shoe polish on the other side. Ha ha ha.
That's the curse. It's just permanently got like polish on it. So it's always,
One day.
I'm looking for the bag. If I see it.
So you can see that. So one of the chests is locked up with chains and chains and chains and lock pads. The other is filled quite full. It's quite full, overfilling, and the lid is somewhat open. You can see that there is what looks like some kind of shitty bag been shoved in the top.
that's probably the one.
That's probably it, yeah.
You can see CHA.
Could be anyone's. No idea. We can't be sure.
Well, stage whisper, because obviously I'm speaking very quietly. Do we want to just try to get the drop on them and take out as many as we can and hope that the rest run? Or kill them all? Or do we want to just try to take those and leave while they're incapacitated? Hopefully incapacitated.
Hmm.
I don't think we should take the risk. We should just take this bag and go if we can.
I mean, if we take the bag and then they turn on us, then we can kill them.
Okay.
Randall has vivid memories of a sword going through his chest.
Oh.
I have a phobia of swords going through me now.
I have a phobia of taking damage.
Should we try and sneak up and take the bag?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, are all of you going at the same time?
I think we would go. I think we would send Orof ahead and us be like within a short distance so that we're all not together. But she's the sneakiest of us, so.
Okay.
You sneak.
So I mean, you're making a quick beeline towards
Careful.
the center of the camp.
A careful
Careful
beeline.
beeline.
A careful beeline
Careful beeline.
for the center of the camp. As you are carefully, sneakily making your way forward, there is a sudden noise from the tent beside you as you take a step out into the open area, and there is a bugbear. These bugbears are very furry goblins. Essentially, is what they are. A bit taller, very furry, who just steps out of a tent and just kind of looks around. And he looks directly at you and then just pats you on the shoulder and says, "You're my best friend." And then turns away and just walks.
Did you say that in common?
Yes. It's broken and it's bad.
Aura doesn't say anything. She's
He just wanders off.
carry on.
In his other hand, he has a scimitar that's kind of just waving around as he goes. But he's just, "You're my best friend." Just wanders off. You get closer and closer to the chest, and now you can see the chieftain, who is sat at his throne, and he leans over onto one side, and he scans the camp. And there's a moment where you are right next to the chest, and he just kind of like his head rolls around a little bit, and then he kind of rolls back again, and he just stands up suddenly and just starts walking towards some of the other bugbears and says, "We should start a band.
Oh my god. Yes.
You
Right now.
drum for me." And some other bugbear on the other side of the camp goes,
This is the musical episode we deserve.
It's transitioning right now.
Yeah.
and they just
Buzz
bug
bonds.
Oh, A+, I love it.
And they are sufficiently distracted for you to get to the chest. You see now that it is almost definitely Chad's bag, because it says Chidarion on it. And it has it's like he's got some charcoal or something and used it as a pencil or a pen and just drawn stars and exclamation marks after his name. And it looks like it's exploding. And you can see that his bag is almost absolutely empty. I would like you to make a Constitution save.
Oh no.
What's in the
Did
bag?
cloth help at all? Nah.
Why do you think she's making such a late Constitution saving throw?
What?
Okay.
I wasn't making that. I want to use my D6.
Oh,
Oh,
that could have gone better.
I could have gone better. You're right.
Yes.
Absolutely
Uh,
correct.
In 5 different ways, in fact.
I'm gonna do a good guy DM move and remind you that you have the lucky feet.
Oh, we do have the lucky feet. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yes, I would like to use the lucky feet. Oh, damn it! What am I rolling? What am I doing? Constitution save. God.
Please remember that you've used one of your lucky feet.
Yes. Oh my god! You know what? I have a lucky feet. I have another point.
I don't think you can re-roll after
Damn
a
it.
lucky point. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I think the idea is that you can only use
I
one
think
at
you
a
can
time.
only do it once per roll.
High lives.
Lives.
So you, unfortunately, are suddenly super relaxed. Like you.
Band sounds like a great idea.
Yes.
Join.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much for feeding me that idea. Oh my god. You have completely forgotten what you were here for. In fact, when this guy starts drumming, I'm kind of feeling the beat a little bit.
Yeah.
You're kind of getting into this. Yeah, oh my god. Why haven't you ever thought of a musical career before? What the fuck? And you have not a compulsion, but you kind of like, yeah, you kind of want to join in a little bit. So you are now high as fuck. You have disadvantage on every roll that you make that isn't associated with doing something that you would do when fucked.
You get advantage on
Advantage on everything.
Performance
Advantage
rolls.
on history,
musical.
advantage on religion, on performance, on philosophizing.
The other guys, they're all drumming away. A couple of them started like just singing in Bugbear, which I think is Goblinoid.
Oh.
Should we check?
Okay, yeah, sure.
Let's check.
Fact check.
Chad.
Fucking Chad.
Fucking Chad. Oh, some bills fell off your window.
Yeah.
So weird. It's
Psycho
my
helmet.
hat. Yeah, it's my
Is that a
hat.
psycho helmet?
Yeah, it was a
Just
psycho
rolled
helmet.
past.
It's like a tumbleweed.
It is
It was just
Goblin.
like,
It's Goblin. It is Goblin, yeah.
Oh, so
Very
I understand
furry
everything.
goblins. Yeah. You absolutely understand it. In Goblin.
Oh shit.
And
Do we
they're
notice her
currently just-
like?
Not yet.
Okay.
This has only kind of just really taken over her. What would High Oro do right now?
Oh no. Haru would start dancing and go over there. Do a little shuffle. Like, oh shit, his beat slaps,
just
bruh.
shuffle in.
His beat slaps, bruh. Randall hears that in the distance. That beat slaps, bro.
Oh, you actually say
Slap?
that in. Yeah.
Yeah, I say it common.
And first off, he's concerned. Second off, he's like, I gotta put that down.
Gotta ask about that later. I don't know how to do this.
So you start shimmying
Shimmying over there.
over
I
there.
gotta go.
You are now coming up behind the chief, who is yes, yes, yes. You can now hear that someone's got an instrument out
Ooh.
there. It seems to be a
Spoons.
makeshift triangle. Oh, spoons are way better. It's
And there's one with a giant spoon as well. Dong.
Yes.
I'd say there's somebody playing a washboard, but I don't think they have one.
They don't. They definitely
No,
don't.
they
They
now
have a
think they found a
spine,
purpose for it.
though. They have a spine.
Oh, like...
You're now realizing that there's debris of a lot of different kinds around here. There are a couple of different skeletons, and someone does start playing on the bones with other bones. You can see that someone's using a upturned skull of what looks to be a cow or something, because it's pretty big. And they're singing now in Goblinoid.
The music is bovine.
Bovine.
That was good.
Oh.
The music is bovine.
Oh, it
Inspiration
hurts to
point,
laugh.
Docs. That was good.
Yes.
Oh,
Every time
God.
somebody gets an inspiration point for a dad joke, I mean, it kills me a little bit inside. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. You're fine.
Right. Anyway.
It's just because I don't get them.
I'm clearly biased against you, Katie. That's what it is. You're just
It's because I
good.
constantly make
have
them,
to-
is what it is. Like, it would just be like ridiculous.
Mayori, I want to give my D6 to Docs just because that pun.
they're now singing about just how great life is and how much they love killing, how great killing is, and just wow, man, I love killing. But it's all in Goblin.
Can Oro start rapping?
Yes!
In Goblin.
Oh my god, yes!
Jenny's not going to do that though.
Performance check with advantage. Performance check with advantage.
Oh, 22.
With this sick beat.
Yeah.
What are you going to rap about? I'm not going to tell you. You don't have to tell me what you're rapping. What you're saying.
Yeah.
What are you going to
just
rap
the
about?
general. Because I want to rap about friendship and not harming people. And the love of music that unifies people. But a rap.
Read the room, alright.
She has read the room. It's just like, no, dude, listen. I got something better for
you're
you.
You're harshing my vibe.
Friendship, bro. You don't have to write and perform that rap. Absolutely not.
That makes me so happy. Inspiration for Oro.
Yes.
It's a matter of time, Katie. It's a matter of time. You can have your opportunity. Any second now.
This is like the statues all over again.
It is like the statues.
Listen, Oro is
There's
just
already
walked
been
into the
inspiration
middle.
for a song and a dad joke. I got nothing left.
Oh.
She's just risked herself by walking into the middle of a bugbear encampment and started rapping.
I think I might have noticed by now that something's up with Oro.
Yes, you have both now noticed that something is afoot.
Brandon's like, is Oro trying to blend in? Is this part of
I don't
sneaking
know.
in?
I don't know.
What's going on?
How far away from us is she now?
Well, you said you wanted to stay pretty close.
Yeah.
So you're about 20 foot away. Because the
Okay.
camp is quite spread at this point, and you guys are staying behind the tents, whereas she had to make a move for the chest, and you wanted to be close but not out in the middle of nowhere. So she's made you're kind of by the tents. It's about 5 feet ahead of you that is more tent cover, and then 10 feet about so or so to the chests, and she's taking a couple of steps away from the chest.
Just making sure that I still have the pass without a trace bonus.
Yes, you do.
Just looking at Randall like, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
Well, see, you're a goblin. These guys are goblinoids. So they've hung out with goblins before.
Basically the same thing.
So basically, they turn around to you and they're like, "Oh!" Because you're fucking spitting fire. Right? This is incredible stuff, right? You've never. I mean, has Oro rapped before? Is this fresh?
But maybe once or twice.
Okay.
Once she got high before. Every time she's high, she raps.
Well, are these original lyrics? Have you come up with these yourself, or are these?
Well, these
ones
are
that you've heard
original.
from-
These are straight from
Oh
the
my
heart
God.
in the
Holy
moment.
shit. Love you, Jenny. you just spitting fire. These bars are lit. Posh Tom knows some street terms.
Lit.
They are incredible, very good.
Incredible.
Bars.
Yes.
The best
and
bars.
The best.
everyone just turns around and like, yes, and they start they're like fucking clapping you. Some of them are keeping the the beat going, and your bars keep going. But then they try and someone on the other side starts to take your rap when you're gonna finish with your bars, and then they turn it back to fighting and killing and stuff. But the rest of them are like, nah, it's not the same vibe. No one seems to really be into it as much. What are you guys doing?
Probably just watching on in horror at first.
Being like, what the hell are all these noises?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of her just having walked out and not be sneaky and but everything seems to be going well, I guess. I
She
don't
seems to know
know.
what she's doing.
You can tell Aura's a little bit like floaty. She's like a little bit like just. She's not in her usual posture. She's like obviously a little bit like. You haven't seen Aura like this before.
Like this.
Like
Got
this.
it. Okay.
Forever.
That's what
Please
she's like,
help.
she's rapping.
Send help.
Please.
Please help.
Let me have a
I'm
nap.
loving this so much. I'm so happy.
Walter, did I take the message, Gantrip? I didn't. No.
Yeah, it is the rare pirate gif. I don't have it, but it is that, yeah.
I think I'm just gonna try to like edge up to behind the tent that's in front of us. How far away is the back of the like throne with the chest from that tent?
From the tent, it's 10 feet.
And we can see
there's,
the
there's-
bag.
So there's 5 feet ahead of you, or was before you started moving up the tent to the end of the tent.
Okay.
10 feet to the chest, and then 5 feet from chest to Oro.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay at that front tent then, so
Okay.
that I'm a little closer.
Uh-huh.
And watching to see what happens.
He's just-
I'm imitating the alien. That's what she's doing.
I'm so happy. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so you're getting a bit closer to make sure that you're in the area. Yeah? Okay. What's Randall doing? Look at this wind.
It's
I never
crazy.
get any airflow in my window, and then suddenly it's knocking my shit off. What the fuck is going on here? I've been 2 goddamn years it's barely this windy. Sorry. I'm just
Well,
joking
the
a lot.
world's ending, you know, so all
Well,
kinds of weird
that's
stuff
it,
is
yeah.
happening.
God damn it.
I think Randall's probably just sticking with Neurally and being like, call staff ready now. It's like I don't know what we do. Do we need to save her?
I don't know.
Okay, I would like you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh heck. Okay.
Oh,
Now
we
you
all
are
gonna get
closer
high
to
as
the
fuck.
tent.
It's the end of the world as we know it, but I feel high. Is now the end of that.
Really? +4 and I got an 8.
You got any dice
Randall's.
to add to that?
No, everybody got inspiration and chat did
Oh.
inspiration, and I got nothing. Oh, I'm blank. Oh, you know what? Actually, can I use that on saves? I don't think I can use this on saves. Let me double check because I always forget.
What's that?
Fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll. So yeah, I do have something.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ah, there we go. I rolled as high with 2d4 as I did with a d20 +4. So 16. Just kidding.
Okay.
Because I would like to pass that, please.
Yes, you pass that. some mystical force supports you for just a moment. You feel blessed in your resilience to the smoke. You can smell it very strongly from where you are now. It was all right a couple steps back, but there was like a threshold that you passed.
Does it smell like spicy mashed potatoes to you?
Smells terrible.
Spicy mashed potatoes. Inspiration to Neurally. Spicy mashed potatoes.
You don't have to give that to me.
Spicy mashed potatoes. That was excellent.
That's what it smells like to me, is spicy mashed potatoes.
Is it actually spicy mashed potatoes?
That's what it actually smells like to me.
It smells like.
Smells like spicy.
I don't think I have either. It
Mm.
smells like armpit to me. It smells like BO really badly. I think obviously there are different strains.
Yep. I feel like you haven't
But-
been around like anything that would have been remotely good. I don't say that to like encourage it. I'm allergic, so or maybe that also might impact the way that it
gives me a
smells.
headache and it stinks like shit.
Yes,
That's maybe just what they use around here.
yeah, gives me a headache too. You might be allergic.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
What does Randall say? Oh, he's never spelled spicy mashed potatoes. Is that what he says?
Yes.
But you're okay. You've both successfully avoided becoming high as fuck. Whereas Oro,
I'm just copying the game
I
as we
love
see
this
it.
dad so much. I love it so much. Can we do you have the thing where if people put emotes
You're
over
lagging.
there-
You're lagging. You're lagging.
Did you open the stream by any chance?
No, I opened the chat menu for all the emotes. Do you have the thing? Do you have the thing where like the emoticons explode on the screen and stuff?
No, I don't for D&D.
Oh
no,
man,
no.
I was gonna spam loads of those so we can have we could all dance. I
keep it off for immersion's sake, but it makes sense for
That's a good.
this,
It's a good call. It's a good call. Okay. Well, you are currently. I mean, you finished your rap, and everyone's now just the music is kind of petered off now, and everyone's just kind of cheering, and then the Bugbear Chief goes, "Yes!" and he gives you this very hard pat on the back. Yes, very good, very good. And then he kind of just turns around and sits back down again, and he's just like he kind of leans back. Yes.
He leaned back.
He's back
He
in his
leaned
seat.
back.
Lean back.
He leaned back.
I don't get that one.
I don't get
It's
that.
also a song.
Aura wants to go around complimenting all the bugbears.
Okay, great. I fucking love this, Jenny. You're making me very happy right now.
Meanwhile, back behind the tent, I'm just like,
So the first bugbear you find he's got the fur that he has is really kind of like matted down on one side of his face, and it's kind of like gross and knotted up a little bit, and he has a big scar that runs down it, and you can see that his scimitar is broken halfway down and it's just like shattered.
Oh wait, like it's a recent thing that he's done, or the
No, it's just in general, it's just broken.
oh, gnarly scar, dude.
You're my best friend.
You.
Oh yeah! Fucking love goblins. Yes!
Same.
You guys are now just watching Oro pace around the camp, finding all of the all of my friends. You
Great music played.
lovely. You're great.
Like your necklace.
are there like pebbles on the ground or any like small stones or anything?
So this looks like this camp has been here for quite a while. So the floor has turned from grass into dirt, and from dirt into occasional, some roots come up through the ground, and some stones are here and there. It's pretty easy to find something to.
Do you think I should try to distract them? Stage whispering. Do you think I should try to distract them?
Or get Aura's attention.
Ooh. No. I'm going to. So now that I've moved up.
You're making me so happy, Mom. This is so good.
Now that I've moved up, is she within 10 feet of me?
Yes. No. 15 feet. Unless you're leaving the tent.
Can I move to the other side
In
of the
fact,
tent?
actually, even worse, because she's moving away from you, complimenting people.
If you throw a pebble at me, I'd probably.
Ooh. Wait, okay, I can do this. Spend 1 sorcery point to double the range of the spell. I'm gonna spend a whole dang sorcery point to cast Prestidigitation and make it smell like Nugget. Like how his soft fur smells, but like behind her. So she'll turn around. Hope to kind of like bring her back to
Yeah.
reality.
I
Whatever
like
it is
that.
that's happening to her
I
right
like
now.
that. That's a really
Smart,
clever
that's very
idea.
smart.
All right. Well, that succeeds. 100%. You turn around.
Nugget.
see
Nerly!
But you do see Nerly.
From
Nerly!
behind a tent.
What? Phew.
And the bugbear that you were just complimenting goes, wasn't Nerly!
Am I still high? Am I still like? Okay.
Oh fuck, you're even worse now.
Okay.
Because
You're staying like you're now like properly up next to
Okay.
this bonfire.
No, yeah, that's true. There's just someone. Very pretty, very pretty. Pretty.
Oh, I love pretty.
Mm.
I want to see the pretty.
Oh. I don't know where. I don't remember where.
Oh my god! I really hope this scene goes on for another 20 minutes. So we come back to this next session. I was like, yeah, the thing I've got planned for today's session is not going to happen. It's going to happen next week or the week after, and now I'm very happy that I made that prediction because I had no idea this sex. Way better than I could have planned. Way better. It says, "I want to see pretty."
I don't know what pretty went. Mm.
Randall. What do you think? You looked like I'd caught you in the middle of like doing something wrong, and I was like, "What are you doing right now? I mean, what's your character doing?"
I don't know.
Staring on
never-
in shock and horror,
Yeah.
like Nerly is.
He's never been in this situation.
I don't know if anyone's ever been in this situation.
I'm sure someone has.
Are you just gonna sit there and watch? It's an option.
I think so. I think
Okay.
he's getting like impatient and probably just wants to like run in and like grab or run away or something. Like, let's just get out of here.
Is he going to do that, or is that where he's getting to?
That's where he's getting to. He's not there yet. It's like,
Okay. So you've turned, Oro. You've turned, and you've spotted Neroli, and she was behind that tent, and now
She's been turned. Sorry, continue.
I done bid.
But she showed, and now she's disappeared again. What would High Oro do?
Probably go over there.
Okay. You're gonna wander in a direction, right? She's behind the tent that's behind the chests.
Mm.
So you just waltz off.
Mm.
Nobody stops you.
No. Why would they? No reason.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
You
We're
just wander
bros.
off. Yeah, you're fine. You get to the outside, you get past the chest, and no fucking idea where Neroli is, but Neroli. You can peeking around the tent, you can see that. Or
Grab me.
just grab her. And now you're face to face with Randall and Neroli, who are both just like,
Are you okay? What's happening?
Huh?
Sage whisper.
Nearly. Just talking about you. Pretty.
I think it got her.
What? I'm fine.
you?
That's a cool. That dude's cool. You want to come talk to him? They're cool. Play music together is pretty cool. Did you hear? A rap. That's
Oh,
pretty
it's
cool.
music.
Yeah, but, of course it was music. Of course it was music.
Oh, I thought you were just like blending in or something.
Oh. It was the vibes, you know? You know when the vibes are right?
No, what's a vibes?
Vibes. Just, you know when vibes are vibes. Good vibes. Not bad vibes. Good vibes. Very good vibes. The best vibes. Vibes.
Is that going on
Randall,
your
can
list
you
of
go
things?
grab the bag out of the box and anything that looks like it might belong to him or whatever?
Yeah, okay.
I don't think there was really
Don't
anything
let
in
him
the
walk.
bag.
Don't let him walk up.
I don't think was there nothing in the bag?
There was very little left.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll leave it then. You want me to grab the bag? I'll go grab the bag.
No, you stay here.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I'll try and like quickly sneak out and have a rummage.
Okay, please make a Constitution saving throw.
And it all starts again.
Oh,
That stringent
Okay.
monk training.
Lungs of steel.
Lungs of
Managed to-
steel.
you managed to sneak out with the help of the magic. Is that a concentration spell?
What? Pass that trace.
Pass without a trace.
Yeah.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You are no longer under the effect of pass without a trace.
But they're still high as fuck. So.
Yeah.
And you made a good
Horrors-
roll still. So.
Yes, yes. What was your stealth?
14,
1,000,000.
I believe.
14. Okay.
I think it was
Okay.
it. I don't, oh no. Yeah.
His
No,
was
it was
his,
14.
his was a 14. You rolled great.
I rolled great. Great, bro.
Okay. So you roll. So you walk out there.
You roll out.
You roll out. You walk out there, and stealthily, you manage to put your hand in the bag, pull it out of the chest. You can see that. I mean, the bag stinks, and there are a few like packages of herbs in the bottom of the bag that remain. It looks like it's quite a big rucksack, and the majority of it is missing.
Right.
From what you've heard from Chadarian, that he's had a lot of product to move. You draw the conclusion, you summarize that you deduce that there is quite a lot that's been put on the fire in front of you, and you have successfully managed to avoid the contact high. But you do have now the bag in your possession.
Okay. Can I have a quick look into the chest?
Yes,
Is it
you
like
can.
openable? I just want to see if there's anything that would. Yeah, obviously Chad paraphernalia.
You can see there is a belt in there that has a big C on it. Like the buckle is wood, and it's just been carved in, just a big old C. And there's like a star in the middle of the C.
Oh, definitely grab that straight in the bag.
But it looks like it hasn't been like unbuckled from the trousers that it was on or the shorts that it was on, but the shorts themselves have been torn away from it. So the belt loops are still there, and like a scrap of cloth around them because they've taken the belt and tried to tear it off of the shorts, but they've taken the belt loops and part of the shorts with it and then like got rid of the
we
shorts.
can have some very, very short shorts back.
You wear short shorts.
Chad wears short shorts.
And you can see that there are a couple of bags of coppers in there as well.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably grab them too. There probably is. And then I'll shove it all in the rucksack, and then walk back to the other guys carefully.
Okay, you successfully make your way back to your chums with Chad's stuff.
Let's get out of here. I've got everything I could say. There's a little bit of stuff left.
Guys, it was crazy in there.
They definitely burned most of it. I used to look at Oro.
Maybe. I think that maybe. We didn't. Yeah, we didn't find much. I feel great though. They were really nice guys. I don't know. I'm pretty chill. I gotta check on Nugget. Is Nugget still here? Is Nugget okay?
Are you asking me or them?
You.
Me? Nugget's been on guard. You put Nugget on guard.
Okay. No, he's fine. It's okay.
Okay, time to go.
Is there any snacks? Have you got any?
All right. So what's the plan, team?
Snacks.
We back to the cart.
On the
Yeah.
road again.
Okay, back to the cart we go. Chad is understandably disappointed that there wasn't a big haul. But I gotta be thankful, man. You got some of my stuff back, and that's better than none of my stuff.
Exactly.
Cool belt.
And you got my lucky belt back.
It's a lucky belt. Oh,
I
dude.
My lucky belt.
Oh, I'm so lucky.
All right.
Chad, man.
Do you partake?
I think I had no choice in partaking.
It's so sick.
It's great, dude. It's great. It was a great
Oh,
time.
you're the coolest.
I know.
I'm gonna save some for you. I'm gonna save some for you.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. If I ever come off this contact high.
Ro, yeah, sick.
Kristen nap.
Meanwhile, I'm prestidigitation the smell of spiced mashed potatoes out of my room.
For the rest of the evening, he is just more obnoxious than he was before. But you do successfully find your way to a spot that you think would probably be a good place to rest for the night. You're gonna need
Is
to.
it the bugbear encampment?
Snuggle
Pull straight back in.
with my best friends.
You, and you think it's gonna? I mean, you still got about a day and a half travel left, but it's gonna be you're gonna be there in time. You think? You think you've managed to find a place that's just off of the beaten track that you can park up and rest for the night. I assume you guys are gonna do watches when you go to sleep.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Excellent.
dude.
I think Ori shouldn't have first watch.
Why, dude?
think Ori
I got a
should have the
spell,
last.
dude. I got a spell. I got a spell.
think-
I put an alarm spell out.
Ooh,
It'll be
alarm
fine.
spell,
That'll be
okay.
fine, dude. It's very fine.
And it's not concentration.
not concentration.
Hey.
Okay, excellent. For the rest of the evening, Oro is still pretty fucked, and she is until the morning, where she has quite a horrible headache in the morning, but it's it's not enough to impact you in any functional way.
Sweet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. The safest ending to a game. No spooky, scary cliffhanger.
Sorry.
Just one very chill Oro. Okay.
I wish we all got contact high from that,
That
just to
was-
see how much of a shit show that would have
that
become.
was-
Just TPK at that point.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. I'm super happy with how that went. Jenny, that was some of the best shit that's ever come out of you doing DUIs. That was fucking incredible. I'm so happy. Oh my god. So what we'll do is we'll open up. You guys have got the D&D RP channel to funk around with for the next week, and then assuming that everyone's around again, we're in lockdown. There's not many other places you can go. We'll be playing again next week.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yep.
Should be
Yeah.
Gucci.
Should be Gucci.
Should be Gucci.
Okay. Should be Gucci.
Should be Gucci.
Excellent. Right, in that case, what's going on? Jenny, are you raiding or are you streaming after?
Oh yeah. It's just so high, I forgot about it. I was gonna do that. Yeah. We'll do a little raid. Gabs is streaming at the moment, and I never get to raid Gabs. So if we raid Gabs, and then I'll be on in like half an hour or something. After I get over this contact high or something,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Just
Perfect.
same
In
bat
that time
same
set.
travel.
Channel.
That's right.
It's been a pleasure to have your company, everybody in chat. Thank you very much for joining us. Hopefully you'll hear for next week when we will arrive at Oro's circus. I got some cool shit cooking.
I'm cooking.
So hopefully it'll be fun for all the family. And I get an extra week to plan it.
which needed.
Yes.
All right, see you next week, guys. Bye.
Bye.